Right, even this morning's was unusual in that it fell into the Father's Day thing. It wasn't actually the Father's Day read, it was the daily. So we're going to see if we can get any message from Dad in spirit, or for Dad if he's got a child in spirit. Works slightly differently. And what we're going to do, I think we'll pull an organ and a few different cards. So let's go. So obviously we're looking for Father's Day, so we're going to go for the Emperor, because that's Dad, All Father. So it's message to or from Dad. Let's see what we can find out. That Fool's back, so the 22 is important already. Richard. There's a lot of cards repeating from this morning's read, so there's no coincidence. It may well be a continuation of this morning's read. But this is definitely, and there's the Father's Day at 16 that fell out the pack. Let's see what they're trying to tell us, because it's obviously something important. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. There might be something missing. You're not quite complete, but it's time to stand on your own 2 feet, or someone has to. So if Dad's gone, you're learning to stand on your own 2 feet. And they're proud of you because you're making a success of it. Those born in the year of the rabbit, massively important. The one that comes to mind is 1951. 9 years is mentioned, so it could be 9 years since the past. Financial problems with drama queen, possibly a Leo, male or female. So 21st of July, 21st of August. But it's somebody who screams and screams and screams until they're sick if they don't get what they want. So maybe you was a spoilt child, daddy's girl, or before the passing. And you've learned how to stand on your own 2 feet. The name Violet, Elizabeth, Dennis, Bonnie, Waterford, Langford could be important. And William. So we've got also just Sweet William, flowers and violets. So head and face injuries maybe with Dad, or depression, lack of self-esteem, or he was a bit strict, his way or the highway. It may have happened around a celebration time. This morning they spoke about Christmas or birthdays even. 3 daughters, maybe 3 women in his life, or he was married 3 times. The Pisces energy again from this morning, so it could have been somebody who committed suicide. This is issues with the feet and toes, so it could be anything from diabetes to gout. It's Pisces is 20th of February to the 20th of March. Was born in the year of the snake. This is somebody that sacrificed themselves for others. Liver issues, maybe. Fond memories of the past, so it doesn't look like it was too bad. And now we've got Gemini, you've got siblings. Adam, Eve, Lily. Again, the snake, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, cuspers. 6 or 24, positive energy. That could be you, a door number, them, or the date they're passing, whatever it was. Somebody made the right choice. So if you had to make a choice about their passing, you made the right one. It's left somebody, either a child or a parent, feeling the lack, but actually lacking nothing. You've got everything you need, but there is something missing, obviously. Stability. You don't feel heard, seen. You feel lonely in a room full of people, half erased. Somebody is very high maintenance here. And it could be daughters. It's about decisions, the right decisions being made. Number 12 is negative energy. 13 is positive, Scorpio. So there was a birth after the passing. When there's a death, there's a birth, or just before the pass, but usually it's after the passing. You're coming out of the grieving process. So usually that means the funeral's taken place. But Dad's still there in his ashes in an urn or something like that, maybe. Time to spread those ashes. Yeah, there is someone who drank excessively or someone who is drinking now. Cancer energy, home and family life, an empty cup, deep depression, and this looks like it could have been a suicide for at least one. Yeah, it brought about changes. Somebody may have been alcoholic, a gambler. I saw that this morning. Number 10 is negative. Please don't dwell on the past. They don't want you to dwell on the past. So if you lost a child and you're a dad to suicide through drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, please don't stay in the past mourning their passing. Be here for this, because there's a new beginning, a new doorway, a new home, a new portal, a fresh start for you coming. And they don't want you to miss that opportunity. Yeah, let go, release and let go. That's what they was asking you to do this morning. Stop holding on, putting your energy into it. Move on. You may be travelling across water, coming out of stormy waters into calmer ones. Things are about to change. There is definitely someone who is about to give birth or who gave birth. This will bring a lot of happiness. There could be a widow left, a partner that needs to be looked after, especially daughters. Daughters are at the gates of hell. So it may have been a daughter that took her own life. She let negative things into her aura, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. She may have been told something by a tarot reader, a psychic, that was not meant to be said, that flipped. It could be mental illness. It could be that she was in a marriage with a toxic person, somebody who was abusive. There's a very slim possibility that she was a kidnapped victim. So yeah, 2 and 29, massively important. Or it could be your dad's birthday, as it was mine. So it was not a good relationship in the living, if that's the case. Not through any fault of each other's, but through the drama queen. That's the problem. it wasn't actually because of anything either of you did. It was others' interference. So, I don't often get messages for me, but that one's loud and clear, Dad. So, here we go. Some could have been lost in a fire, like I said. Your attention was elsewhere. You're not to blame. Please don't blame yourself. Yeah. The loss of a baby, perhaps for some, an infant, a termination, or one that miscarried. If there is a miscarriage around Dad's passing, he is looking after that child. Release and let go of the pain, the hurt, the worries. It's what yours will always be yours. Don't worry about the future. And 22, they're telling you to feel the fear, do it anyway, take the risk, don't put things off until tomorrow. Don't get depressed about this, don't let yourself get down about this, and don't let, if it's your dad, your mum get down about this. Yeah, don't be apathetic, get up off your backside, he's saying, and do something. Exercise gives you happiness. And we've got, again, stagnation, staying in your comfort zone. It's not a good thing. He wants you to transform your energy, shed your skin. If you stagnate, you'll die. Miracles can happen. He's sending you something or someone new. Like it could be the child, someone, a miracle worker, someone who wears many hats, is many things to many different people. The 1 and the 28, massively important positive energy. Again, Geminis, hands, arms, shoulders, healed. It could be something or someone new entering your life, definitely, that will make a big difference. And the masks are off, and you can end this chapter now and move forward to something beautiful. If this was a daughter, she's sorry that she kept things from you and didn't tell you and did things behind your back. It may have been intentional or unintentional, but that's specifically to the child that was kidnapped or taken from you by another. Violence, theft, lies and deceit. So 21 is positive. Travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. So we're going to pick an ogre. So 1 and 28, 21, 22. 21 and 22 is positive. 1 and 28 is positive. 2 and 29 is negative. And what have we got? Mooing. The vine. So wine. Like I said, could have been a drinker. Somebody liked a drink from the branch. $107. So it's the moon, the 18, the place on the hand, the base joint of the thumb, and the 10th moon, which would be 10th house is Capricorn. Where's me? The base of the thumb, will, free will, or his will, or something about the will. Variegated colours, the amethyst, the bird, the titmouse. It said about that a couple of days ago. The goddess Danu and muses. So there's the three muses. The girls celebrating. The symbol is a spiral, so your DNA. The message is inspiration. The planet is Venus, so Taurus again, and the ox or the boar. The word ergum is love, esteem, but trickery in communications. So somebody not communicating the truth. The path of the voice, the back of the ox, affection of a man. So if it's dad, there's a lot of love there. The strongest of powers is the voice. Don't eat the blackberries because of the fairies. This is the tree of joy, exhilaration and wrath. So sometimes happy, sometimes angry. The bramble in Britain. So somebody liked brambles or was always battling brambles, one or the other. Dionysus, the bringer of visions. In the coming of autumn, the decline of growth that leads to winter's sleep. The season includes the autumn equinox, the fruiting of dream wild, sleep, the turn of the year. The vine is a symbol of, excuse me, sneeze on a Sunday, see you lover tomorrow. Intertwining of conscious and unconscious mind. Liberation, freedom from your inhibitions. It is a gentle and systematic release. What did we say? They want you to release from the constraints of your logic and rationality. Moon is divine inspiration and channeled creativity. Vine tells you that the inner key to your problem awaits an inspired solution. The truth is shining from beyond. You are challenged to follow your initiative. I've been the spotted snake on the hill. So the snake again there. I am a skilled artist. So somebody who liked art. People skills. Ireland is mentioned. Bardic skills. Traditions. So it may have been at school, this issue. The bards held regular assemblies where they recited their poetry, shared their art, and held captive those who sat and listened, also scrutinised by those considered more learned than they. So reading, someone who liked books. This was done during the harvest season, since the energies that got into making the public finished work of art were quite similar to the process of reaping and storing crops. So it could have been a farmer, agriculture, land. So maybe some land in a will. All living creatures are prepared for the coming seasons of death, storing food, paring down, or travelling to warmer regions. So maybe you lived somewhere else in the winter. We who are human often imitate the deeper levels of sharing the results of our creativity serves as food for the soul. You have learned well that which you can speak of clearly. You have to get ready to be blown once more by the same wind that breathed the creative spirit into us, the ash moon. So again, we're going for the ash, what we got this morning. So that could be your name even. Now you are ready to show the results of your creativity. On the full moon, we will open ourselves to the full sharing of the innermost dreams and aspirations, knowing the fullness of many blessings, the miracles. So the full moon is when? Let's have a look. That's 2023, that's no good. June. 22nd. Well done, Spirit. So don't be afraid. 22nd seems to be important. And finally, as the moon wanes, we hold up to ourselves the inner richness gained from the sharing. Hey, the gift, ho, the gift. The gift is coming. There's your gift from Spirit of the living. Queen of the dawn, queen of the clouds, queen of the planets, queen of the stars, queen of the rain, queen of the dew, queen of the well, queen of the sky, queen of the flame, queen of the light, queen of the sphere, queen of the globe, queen of the elements, queen of the heavens, queen of the moon, queen of the sun. On the earth, in the air, through the fire, by the water, I am ecstasy, the vine moon's daughter. The 9 muses are the Greek goddesses of inspiration, learning, arts and culture. According to Hesiod's Theogony, Zeus lay with Mnemosyne, memory, so we talked about the memories today, for 9 days. And that's how long Odin hung from the tree, 9 days. She gave birth to the muses, so a baby being born, who rejoiced in their bright dancing place at the Mount Halcyon. 9 voices united as one. In the ancient times, all learning was under the patronage of these muses, and they were the inspirers of poetry, music, and art. It was common for schools to have shrines to muses. So, museums, art galleries, music, symphonies, academies. He dedicated a shrine to the learning. Aristotle's school, the Peripetos, also possessed a shrine which contained statues of the muses. The famous museum at Alexandria, so the name Alexandria could be important, found by Ptolemy, was a temple of learning dedicated to the muses. Before poets or storytellers would recite their work, it was customary for them first to invoke the inspiration and protection of the muses. Danu was also known as Danann, the Irish Danann, so again, the Irish connection. The Greek Dion, the Welsh Don, and Anu. She also called Mother of the Gods, so your mother is with Dad, or if Dad is in spirit and your mother's not, he's saying look after your mother. Great Mother, Moon Goddess. Her name means teacher and wisdom, so she may be a teacher. The name Don and Anne could be important. It is said that Danu is the power of the land, and never to be overcome by mortals. Her power is in the imagination of those who see magic in the twilight mist between the worlds. Her powerful presence can aid you in achieving anything you desire, especially motherhood. There we go. Fertility, healing, children, magic, and anything creative. As Mother of the Gods, she was patron goddess of Tuatha De Danann, magic and fairies. The Tuatha De Danann, the people of the goddess Danu, so became the gods and goddesses of the sons of Mil. After they were driven underground, the Tuatha De Danann became known as the Fae, and they were said to inhabit the Sadi, the She, in the magical place beneath the large mountain island. Danu is not only the fairy queen, she is also the goddess of water. Her name appears across Europe, the Danube River, and Denmark, so that could be important. And there she is, fairy queen. And the Don River. In the beginning, it is said that she wanted the first oak tree from the heavens and granted life to the earth, so Taurus. From that tree fell 2 acorns, so 2 children maybe, which grew into Dagda and Brigid. There we go. Well done, Spirit Bridget. So the 2nd of February, the 1st of February, massively important, the day when I started my soul pool page. A swan is symbolic of hair, and the swan's mate for life, we know that. So a widow or a widower represents purity of the female and gracefulness of motherhood. In County Kerry, so the name Kerry could be important. Ireland, there is the Paps of Anu. So Papa connecting Danu. So if you're in Denmark, it might not be father, it might be Papa. Our ancestors worshipped the land in the form of the gentle mother. The letter M, the Minitan, the titmouse, the Micbrach, the variegated. Why is the titmouse next place? Not hard. American sang this month, I am a hill of poetry, and this is the month of the poet, who is the least easily abashed of men, as the titmouse is the least easily abashed of birds, both band together in companies in the month to go on circuit in search of liberal hands. And as the titmouse climbs spirally up a tree, so the poet also spirals to immortality. Variegated colours of the titmouse and the master poet's dress. Graves, Robert. The boisterous, friendly titmouse is usually heard before it is seen. Sometimes it's called Tom Tit, so Thomas and Robert. In the south, this saucy little bundle of nerves, energy, bounces through the treetops, scolding, Peter, Peter, Peter. So Peter could be important. He was mentioned this morning. And any intruder in the territory. So an intruder on the land. The word titmus is derived from Old Icelandic tita, meaning something small, a mouse, a corruption of Old English mace, meaning small bird. Two forms of the tufted titmouse appear in Texas, so Texas could be important, the tufted titmouse and the black-crested titmouse. They both feed on an assortment of small insects, spiders, seeds, small berries, and they form long-term pair bonds. The male feeds his mate through the breeding season while she incubates the eggs. So again, a pregnancy. The tufted titmouse can be quite acrobatic as it searches for insects. It's often seen hanging upside down from branches in limbo and can be seen descending the trunk of the tree in a spiraling pattern. The amethyst is a powerful crystal and has a wide range of metaphysical uses. The stone of contentment and is soothing and calming, makes a good stone for meditation. Its shielding powers can ward off negative energies while attracting and amplifying positive ones. Amethyst is a good stone to help you cope with sadness and grief. It provokes honesty and uprightness. This makes amethyst a good stone for people in business world, though everyone can benefit from its effects. And they talked about honesty and integrity this morning. Well done, Spirit. Amethyst also stimulates inspiration. It can help you assimilate new ideas and can help open pathways to your true higher self. This makes it a good stone for those seeking spiritual growth. In antiquity, the word amethyst was indiscriminately applied to almost any purple gemstone, including purple garnet, purple sapphire, and the word means not drunk. So they're not drunk anymore, they're sober. Because purple stones were credited with the ability to keep drinkers sober, no matter how much wine they consumed. So if you've inherited his habit of drinking, then he's telling you how to stop. A late myth describes amethyst as a nymph who loved the wine gods. When he's gone her, amethyst withered and hardened into a stone that would always oppose the effects of wine. So you may be teetotal, but whoever this was in spirit certainly wasn't. So because we spoke of the Twafford-Donna, we're going to have a look, see if we've got one in here, and then we're going to have a goddess card, and that should do it. But I think you'll know who we've been talking about. They've just carried on really with the theme from this morning. Well done, Spirit. So let's have a look. The Peacemaker, the number 9, pace, gentle movement forward. Peace, peace of mind. So, grandfathers even. Walter. The Peace Walker is an elemental who resides on the earth plane to help wage awareness, to help others find their way home. There are many they've gone for my nose again. There are many elementals who have chosen to walk this path to help humanity, all of nature and its many beings on the plane. They sometimes find it difficult to be in human form, but understand it is for a greater purpose. At this time, our worlds are all connected. but this may not always be so if we continue to destroy the beauty we have in this world. This is a concern that they carry, and their task is not an easy one. Peace Walker also asks you to take up your challenge yourself and do what you can to help raise the consciousness of humanity. Where can you help or set an example to educate or inspire others to look after nature and all its beings? Where in your life can you change your habits that have an impact on this planet? You cannot do this alone. We need all who are willing to listen. Another message by drawing this card is one of finding peace. Peace is essential in this day and age to help us through the stresses of everyday life. It sometimes seems that stress and being busy is taking precedence over being calm and nurturing ourselves. There seems to be less time for ourselves. We are time poor, tired and running on empty. This in itself is not sustainable unless we balance the scale by finding peace and calm, which means finding time to let this in, because our external environment reflects our internal environment. As within, so without, as above, so below. By finding peace within ourselves, we can create peace in our external environment, and vice versa. Make some time for yourself. Where can you sit and just be? Meditate if it helps. Find your centre, get out in nature, and when we emanate calm, it is infectious to others. We receive back calm in answer to the energy we are sending out. Help others find their peace. If this is the one thing that you can do to make a difference in this world, the more we find peace, the more we find peace in a collective scale. Become centered and able to handle situations far better. Bring the balance back into your life. Make time for you. Absolutely beautiful. So, I cannot believe they've gone for my nose. I was fine, so I can't camera. Let's have a look which goddess they want us to see. Oh, Demeter, your mother. So it's mother energy. So mum might be with dad or mum might be in the living. But they can't go without mentioning her. So mothers and daughters, especially, and kidnapped daughters. Demeter, she is a main goddess. So it could be a long one, but I'm not going to make it that long because it's not, we ain't got time for that, I'm afraid. But it is your mum. It is the fall, and we reap the reward, the harvest. The one that saves you from that situation, the kidnapped version. So, Demeter is the ancient Greek goddess of grain, land, nurture, cycles. She is the fertility goddess of pregnancy. I'm really going for it now. The natural cycles of death and rebirth. So when there's a death, there's a birth. Her sacred animals are the mother bear and the pig. So Virgo and the boar, Venus. Her symbol is the ripe sheaf of wheat or corn, from which bread is made to nourish the world. She symbolises the archetypal mother energy. According to legend, Demeter was with her beloved daughter Persephone, who is, there she is, where's she gone? There she is. Demeter and Persephone in a meadow picking narcissus, when Hades, the god of the underworld, appeared from his kingdom underneath the earth, where he ruled over the dead, and stole the beautiful Persephone away to be his bride. Hecate, goddess of magic, and the walker between the worlds, heard Persephone's pitiful cries. She set off with her burning torch, and guided by a light, was able to find Persephone in the underworld. She hastened to tell Demeter of her daughter's abduction. Demeter's rage and grief know no bounds, so mum may still be grieving. She turned from goddess of bounty and fertility to a crone and caused the seasons to become perpetual winter. For an entire year no crops grew, no sun shone, and the people suffered greatly. So it may have been a year. Humanity pleaded with Zeus, the king of gods, to help, and Zeus allowed grieving Demeter to have her daughter back, provided Persephone had not eaten while she was in the underworld. However, she had eaten a few pips of a pomegranate, so the number of months she could be with Demeter each year was determined by the number of pomegranate seeds she has eaten. To celebrate her daughter's return, Demeter instructed mortals in the mysteries of descent to the underworld and return at her temple of Eulus, so teaching the beginnings of the spiritual medium. And Demeter has her daughter, it is summer. When she returns to Hades, Demeter declares winter on this earth. So, we're going to skip all this because there's loads here. And go straight to the divinatory meaning. Demeter rules fertility, growth and change. Change is often accompanied by loss, which is why we tend to resist the changes and cling desperately to what we know. However, change is part of life and the natural cycle of things. To resist is to stagnate. What do I say? So I'm telling you, don't stagnate or you will perish. Demeter is a fertility goddess. The card asks the question, what is trying to be born in you? It might be a new attitude, quality, direction, change of job, or actual physical birth. Demeter is the nurturer and protector. Drawing the card means that you need to nurture and protect yourself, especially if you are facing changes in your life. So stand on your own 2 feet. You know you can. If you draw this card and you are depressed, take heart, because this is a sign that your sorrow will pass, because that is the natural way of things. So this too shall pass. Don't let yourself get sucked down into deep depression like these people. We don't want to be there. And we certainly want to go that far down the route, the number 12, negative energy. Thanks for listening. Did a brilliant job there, Spirit. I'll speak soon. I hope you all understood the message that you needed to get. Bye-bye.